All right, you scallywags. Welcome to, first of all, my YouTube channel. My name is Jack Proud. I'm the founder at Rax. I've been doing this stuff for probably about like 7 to 8, maybe a little bit more years now. I started in the e-commerce game, built a couple of e-commerce businesses, built a couple of education platforms, done a bunch of other stuff as well. And I kind of came back to the thing that I believe it's got me the best success and what I'm currently doing today. And then I believe it is the safest, fastest and best way that provides the most security in terms of like making money online. There's this big persona about making money online these days where like everything's either just some scheme or scam or gimmick. And to be honest, that's pretty true. Like most stuff out there is like a scam or a gimmick. Or it's just going to take you so long to figure out before you actually start making some money. So, you know, things like e-commerce, before you make $1, there's so many things you have to do and outlay. And the business is so cash hungry. Before you can get to the point where you're really consistently able to, you know, make thousands of dollars a week to go and live your life, you need to spend like 12 months putting all your money back in to get to that consistency. Because if you just start taking money out straight away, you're never going to be able to grow. So like that real, you know, that little upgrading your lifestyle is real short-lived because it'll come back again. That happened to me multiple times until I figured it all out. So what I'm trying to do with myself, my brand, and also with Rax is create like a safe space and a safe area where anybody, whether you've tried the game, whether you've tried different things, whether you're a complete beginner, maybe you're a business owner and you're looking to figure out other ways that you can generate revenue, whatever, that you can come to my page anywhere, any of my accounts or anything, watch any of my videos or join Rax as well. We don't charge thousands of dollars by any means whatsoever. We do have different options for different markets that you can join, which, so, you know, in the bio here, there'll be a link, or you can go to my Instagram page, which is just at Jack Proud, and you can go and find it there. Because at the time that I'm filming this, I can't actually put links in my descriptions here yet. I don't have enough subscribers. So just head to my Instagram and you'll find it all there. But just like a safe spot that, you know, we're not teaching you the hottest gimmicks that are working right now. Like, we're not into that. We're teaching you a real strategy, real skills that will, you know, they've worked for decades. They still work right now, and they're going to work for decades in the future because they can't not work. So trying to give you like safety and security and skills that can lead to other things. Once you know that you have these skills that you're about to learn, you can also get into things like e-commerce or, you know, do really well with affiliate marketing and like the gimmicks that come along. If you want to jump in on them, you can, because you got the skills. Ride the wave. Then when that gimmick stops or whatever, you can get out and you've still got those skills. So that's what I mean by security is you'll never really go without money again because you always know how to get clients because you know you've got the skills to do the work, to make the money, and so on there. So what this specific video is for is my channel. I'm trying to create a bit of a personal brand, trying to sort of take you on some adventures, do some, you know, different bits. I'm trying to find my little pocket, my niche as well on YouTube, and try, you know, with my personal brand as well, which is what it's all about. And so I'm trying to, you know, entertain you, educate you at the same time, and then hope that, you know, once you kind of see what I'm doing and maybe I spark some inspiration into you as well, where you're like, you know, I want to actually get out and have a go at doing something, but, you know, maybe you've been scared to do things because all the freaking scammers and gurus and whatever. Try to help you build that relationship with me and that trust in me where you can then go, cool, I'm going to now go either take we've got a free course, Rax, so you can take the free course, which is basically what I'm sharing with you here for free as well in this long video, this big major kind of, online course thing here that you're about to start watching. So it's pretty much the same thing, but you can watch this thing here. And then at the end, if you want to join Rax, where, you know, you get access to our platform where we dive deeper into each individual skill, you get the support, you get the community, you get the network, you get to be part of the movement, and all the updates and so on, then you can go and do that as well at the end. But by the end of this video here, you're going to pretty much walk away knowing like, all right, what are the best ways to make money online? What should I do? How it all works? And, you know, moving forward, you know exactly what to look out for in terms of to avoid, and then where to, you know, plant your feet and get started. So what's in it for you? If you want to ditch your job, earn money online so that you can upgrade your lifestyle and start buying the things you want, or even just have more security in your capabilities to make money and like have that backup plan as well. So kind of like, you know, where you are right now, if you're working a day job or you're doing something that you don't really like and you're like, I want to make more money. You know, one of the best ways is actually not making money online for starters. It's like going out and starting a service-based business. So mowing lawns, garden maintenance, dog walking, like they're the things that are going to make you the money the quickest. You could go and do it like today. But I know majority of you don't want to do those things because they're not like super sexy. So I know the online world is the fancy hot thing. Now with the online game, it's other than doing those things I just said, there are easy ways that you can go about, you know, starting something online that will help you upgrade your lifestyle so you can buy the things you want, and then allow you to have that security and sense in you have like you're more confident in your financial capabilities, so that you've got a bit more of a backup plan as well ongoing. Because if you've got kids or you want to have kids or you want to get married, you want to do all those things, you want to make sure you're safe rather than going to a day job and then just being like, okay, cool, my 9 to 5 finishes at 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. and then you stop making money. You want to know that you can always make money. Like me, there's been multiple times over my journey so far where things have gone up and then I've had to, you know, sell the business, or I've had to jump ship because things just weren't going as quickly as I'd like. And there'd been probably once where I was pretty down, like under, and because I've got the skills and I know what I'm doing, like it was always good because I could get out of anything. So, you know, that's what we're going to be teaching you here. If this is something that you're interested in as well, then this is going to be the most valuable course you've ever taken in your life, and you're getting it for free. So what you'll learn over these next 9 videos. Now, I'm cramming them all into one long video, which you're watching right now. That's why it goes for so long. So this is kind of like the mega course, the mega long course for you to teach you how to create a digital skill-based income pushed into one. So what you're going to be learning is what is a digital skill-based income, how to match and replace your wage, what your dream life actually costs, and the best and fastest digital skills to learn, how to get clients for free, and how to make $1,000 a day with your digital skill-based income. Now, if you stay till the very end of this video as well, there will be a little secret link I'm going to, you know, plug into the video, so make sure you watch everything. Well, I'm going to give you a script for free that you can post on your Instagram, on your Facebook, wherever, and you'll get your first $500 client within the next 24 hours. So after you watch this video, you get that link, you post it, you will get your first client, and probably potentially more, paying you anywhere from like $500, even maybe more. If you want, you'll figure all of that out. Now, I was where you are right now once too. So this is me sitting in my bedroom at my parents' house on an old kitchen table. I was thinking, you know, if I had more screens, or I was more of an entrepreneur. You can see I had all my notes and everything up on the blinds there. I just took my mum's chair from her office when she would go to work. I didn't have a job. I was working that project finished. I was like doing construction. And so I was kind of like in between figuring out where I was going to go next. And I started my very first online business from that very seat there back in, I think it was about 2016. I was also in that moment there trying to find like that way out that you're probably thinking, you know, I'm stuck in this grind, stuck in this lifestyle, stuck in this life. Like, how am I going to get out? But the other thing is I also thought I'd never figure it out. How many times have you found yourself sitting there being like, oh my God, like I tried this, I tried that, I looked into that, I read this book, I did this, like, oh my God, I'm never gonna figure it out. I'm gonna be stuck where I am now forever. As I said, I worked in construction, traveling away from home for 3 to 4 weeks at a time. So I was gone for that long in those sort of periods there. I was trying anything I could to make money online just so I could stay home. I went through e-commerce. I did like a bit of an ebook thing as well back in like 2016, before any of you guys watching this probably even knew what any of this stuff was. Back in 2016, I was testing the waters, trying to figure things out. I was doing anything I could in order to stay home. Since I come across the power of digital skills though, that's when my income and my lifestyle exploded. So as I've mentioned, like over the course of my journey, I tried e-commerce things, I made ebooks, I did courses, agency, like a whole bunch of stuff. And when I realized like the real power was in these digital skills that I had, you know, learnt and figured out, once I really narrowed down on those things and started bringing them and, you know, selling them to people. I'm not going to reveal too much here. I'm going to reveal it all in this very video that you're watching right now. But once I figured that out, that's when my income and my lifestyle exploded. And I was able to now live exactly like this. So, you know, we travel the world pretty much every single year. We go to Europe, we fly business class to and from. If we get trains, we always go first, business class, whatever. You can see, like, you know, working from my laptop in Santorini, on a train from Rome down to the Amalfi Coast, up in the highest point in Switzerland. It's sitting in one of the, like this, I think it was like $1,500 a night at this Austrian, like, couples, adult-only getaway thing there. So I've been able to, you know, upgrade my lifestyle with digital skills, and this is before I'm talking to you. So, like, this is, all of this stuff is over the past like 3 or so years. Okay. And now I've created Rax. So I'm not one of those dickheads that have created something and I'm selling you some course. And then from the sales from this course that I'm selling you, I have now been able to go live the lifestyle that I promote to you, convincing you, you know what I'm saying? Like what all these gurus do. Like, I've been doing this stuff for years with digital skills, like doing stuff. Now I have Rax and I'm showing you what I've been doing, okay? Using digital skills. I want to teach you how to do the exact same thing as well. Now, this is basically where I work from every single day, which is an old kitchen table and chair in my trackies. That was the last house we lived at when I took that photo. As you can see now, not that you can really tell it looks any different from the little video of me down in the corner there, but we're in a different house. We're pretty much down the road. But it is still, you know, an old table. I don't even use a chair. Actually, that chair that you can see in there, if you look at me in the bottom corner, I still use the kitchen chair that you're looking at in my little video down the bottom there. So I've actually upgraded to a Mac Studio from my laptop, but the same rules apply. Like, just because I've upgraded the desk and the chair, like, I still work from a desk, and that's it. I've got the same 2 speakers next to me, the same keyboard. If you can see here, I've just got a bigger screen and a bigger computer, but this is where I work. From my little, you know, my little space, that's it. I don't have to go anywhere, I don't have to do anything, and I'm currently in, I can't lift my leg that high, but, you know, clothes I just went to the gym in as well. Or I can work from my laptop when my wife and I travel the world every year as well. We just got back in, we went to Japan the start of this year. By the November, December last year, we did a Europe road trip around Switzerland, Austria. Went to Russia as well. End of this year, we go back to Russia again. The year before that, went to Europe, did like a Europe summer. So you can see here, I've also been able to work, that's Cappadocia, Turkey on the far left, Santorini, Greece in the middle, and then Italy on the right-hand side there. I could have had much more photos, but it's not like a, you know, priority for me to, let me get a photo of me while I'm working, whatever. But these are just shots that my wife ended up taking of me. But you can see here, like, having a digital skill-based income has allowed me to travel and work. It's not like I wanted to, you know, do the hustle thing and go travel. Me and my wife, we like traveling, and we're both in fortunate enough positions where we make, you know, a good money, good income to go and do those things. But because of what I do for work, I can travel and I can work here. So I wanted to share that with you as well, the power of having a digital skill-based income. And unlike these wannabe entrepreneurs flooding Instagram and TikTok these days, selling you gimmicks, schemes, and scammy crap, I've been building real online businesses for nearly a decade now. So as I mentioned to you before, I built a couple online businesses. One of them was an e-commerce business, and this was an amount of sales over one weekend. So I think there's over 1,000 books there. I rented like a little, one of those, you know, storage facility things, and I would go in there and I'd pack all my orders, and then I'd bring it down on this trolley, go to the post office and ship them off. And yeah, you can see here we had a whole ton of orders. I had a book, which is here. So this was the e-commerce product that I had, this Date IDs book. You can see in the little video here. I had about 4 different versions of it. So that's what you're seeing in that photo there is actually like a real e-commerce product that I sold. Now, some other things you're learning from an actual OG in the trenches in the real world. So if we look at the book on the far top left-hand side, that's that product I just showed you there, one of the photo shoots we did. I built an app for couples as well. So it went over, you know, different date ideas, different romantic things, experiences you can create. So that was for couples. I built what I call the Adventure Pod, which is like a flexible tripod that you can take with you and wrap around trees, wrap around anywhere, and get like, cool selfie, cool photo things. That was one of my other e-commerce products, which is my very first business, the watches on the far right hand side. I pretty much took all my favorite things about watches that I couldn't afford at the time. So like, an AP, a Rolex, a Patek, and I mixed it all together with my own branding and design. And we come up with, my own custom watches there. And so that was with my brand called Check 6, which was back in 2016-17. And then Zeba, the products you can see in the bottom row there, that's the business my wife and I built. So she does brows. She does a beauty service. She's currently doing right now downstairs. And we built that up, local service business. And then we built her own brow products that you can see there, the lift and lock. So, imported more products and whatever for her. And then on the far right-hand side there, we actually built her own online course as well, which actually did about 30K on the very first launch that she did there. So, yeah, you can see here across the board, I've been doing this stuff for, many years, much experience, much different industries. I know what I'm doing. You're not learning from some, little teenager kid or whatever that's just kind of, not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's something wrong when they pretend they come out and know everything. I'm not teaching you gimmicks. I'm teaching you what has worked this whole time and what works right now and what will continue to work. Not these schemes and crap. Now, one of my businesses as well, I won't tell you which one, but I have sold that in 2023. So you can see here, I've even sold one of my e-commerce businesses built from that laptop you saw in the photo before and from my home. I actually built it from, not the photo where I'm sitting at my desk. It was that house before there. But I sold it to a bunch of guys over in Dubai in 2023. And they've taken the business. They pretty much ran it into the ground after like a year or so. I don't even know. I haven't even looked at it. I don't even know if they still run it or whatever. Kind of baffles me that it was going well and then they just destroyed it pretty much. So no idea. I haven't heard from them what's going on with it. But you can see there, that was the money they transferred into escrow. I sent them all the details, the info, and we had even sold one of my businesses as well. So I know what I'm doing, and I know what it takes to make money online safely, which is the most important thing, and fast. So here's just a bunch of random screenshots I've found on one of my old phones, and put it all here, and you can see, we were using, that's just a bank account, CommBank, PayPal, Shopify, Stripe, some high ticket stuff as well. So across the board there, lots of sales, lots of different selling, lots of industries. Now here's some recent screenshots I took when I filmed this video. Now I filmed this, I made this on the 23rd of May, and then I filmed this for the online free course version where you can, opt in on the Rax website and watch. But I'm filming this today, which is a few days after the 23rd, just for full transparency. But you can see here, like when I actually made this slide here in this presentation, it was the 23rd of May, and that very day I had a new client join, which paid me $5,950 there. And what I was doing for them is helping them with their, restructure an online training thing that they've got, set up their ad account, and what else was I doing them? And then building them a bit of like a webinar script as well, and a couple other little bits and pieces there, but all like digital skill stuff. And then you can see the day before that, which was the 22nd, I got paid $2,681, and then what was that? 3 days before that, $1,990, and then 8 days before that. That's my bank. That's not even like Stripe. I haven't put Stripe or PayPal up. This is just bank stuff, and then another $2,990 there. So you can see like consistently, these big high ticket income, payments come in. I don't really deal with the smaller stuff anymore, like $50 things like this, like $99, $59. I'm kind of out of that. With digital skills, when you got a digital skill-based income, this is what you can expect, like much higher price ticket items. So now it's your turn. Now we want to go into teaching you everything, okay? Like whether you want to live a flamboyant, extravagant lifestyle, or whether you want to do something humble. And, I used to think, that's pretty much the only guilty pleasure I have, is my wife and I like eating out at restaurants as much as we can, and we like traveling business class. Everything else we don't really care about. We're not like fancy. You can see here, this is Rax. I'm all about wearing my own brand. This is a hat I got from St. Petersburg in Russia, the St. Petersburg ice hockey team. This is pretty much it. Like I don't wear brand names. I don't wear fancy clothes. Neither does my wife either. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to. Like you can go out and whatever the lifestyle you want to live with your digital skill-based income, you can go out and you can buy all the things you want. We tried that, we don't like it. Now we're more about like, let's save, let's have kids, let's help animals. So let's travel business, let's go out for dinners all the time, let's buy a nice cottage house in the mountains. We're far away from as many people as possible, but then let's also try and help as many animals as we possibly can. That's what we find, what we want to do now. But you're free to do whatever you want. Like, the ball of life, the doing that stuff, it's fun. When you're younger, it's fun. But if you got family, you got kids on the way or whatever, and that's kind of something you'd rather focus on, 100% having a digital skill-based income is going to give you those financial capabilities, give you more security, and make sure that you never go without money ever again, now that you're going to have these skills in order to do that. So without any further ado, now you kind of know my story, where I've come from, what I'm capable of. You hopefully feel like you can put your trust in me with what you're about to learn on here. That's my aim, to try and show you like I'm going to teach you the real, transparent and safe way. No buzzwords, no gimmicks. And now it's your turn to learn everything about how to create a digital skill-based income. So let's get into module number 2. All right, welcome back to the next video in our free course that we are delivering to you guys here now. The first one, we've gone over who I am. Hopefully by now you're like, all right, cool, this dude knows what he's talking about. I can trust him. I want to learn exactly how he is doing what he's doing. And I want to learn how to create a digital skill-based income. So in this one, we're going to talk about what are digital skills and why they're better than any other model that you could get into. Now, in today's world, everything is going digital, as you no doubt already know, hence how you're watching this, hence why you're wanting to start an online business. You see it, you feel it, you experience it, you are literally a part of it. And the truth is, business owners who don't adapt to this digital world, they're the ones that get left behind. But here's the exciting part. We're still in the very early days of this whole online business digital world. Even if you're thinking, yeah, the online business stuff's been around for ages, really in the grand scheme of things, we're really just getting started. Now, the first real digital gold rush was probably before you were even, maybe of age to know what the internet was. It was businesses needing a website, which is still basically a huge freaking gold rush right now if you go into the right market. So if you're talking to someone like me, or an e-commerce store, or an agency, or whatever, generally they're all got websites. Now, the people that don't have websites are like all the old dinosaur businesses, okay, local service-based businesses. There's still people like, accountants, lawyers, like all these high-end businesses that they've been going for many, many decades. They've made much, much money, but they still don't have a good website, or they're not even on the internet just yet. So the first major digital gold rush was helping businesses create websites, which, like I said, is still a huge thing today. Then after that, it was helping businesses build a presence on social media. So things like, getting an Instagram, a Facebook page, creating content, knowing what the best strategy is with all of that as well. Like, if you're a local dog groomer, you don't really need to go, start a full YouTube channel or whatever, unless you want to build some type of online community, which I would suggest. But if you've got just like someone who's, mows lawns in the local area, suburb that you're in, it's not necessarily going to be a good idea to go on YouTube and TikTok. Like just making a page on your Instagram or something and a Facebook page is going to be beneficial as well as a website. But again, you're still going to get a lot of e-commerce businesses, even people like me for a period where, I'm running ads, I'm doing all these other bits and pieces to get my clients, but I wasn't really even on YouTube. I wasn't on Instagram doing much. I wasn't on TikTok doing anything. So even people like me, this is why I'm saying it's the second major digital gold rush is because it's not only that you've got the dinosaur businesses to cater to, but there's all these other people that, yes, even people like me that are running stuff online, we don't really have that much of an Instagram presence or whatever. We could, but we don't. So there's even more opportunity there, which is what this next digital gold rush is. And it still is a gold rush today. Now, the most recent one is now that businesses are finally realizing that they need digital systems and a presence to not only cut down costs and expenses, but it gives them the ability to grow much bigger and make more money faster. So what I mean by that is now businesses are realizing there's all these systems and softwares and AI tools and resources and stuff. And even people like me and you, like people that know how to use the online digital world, now they're starting to realize that they need these things in their business if they want to stay relevant, if they want to keep up, if they want to cut, like, not that they, actively know that they can cut down costs and expenses. Some of them don't even know that by implementing these things in their business, that they can save time and cut down on costs and expenses and or make more money. The local business that just sits there waiting on word of mouth and referrals to get clients, they don't really know that if they set up some Google ads and a website and a social media page and, whatever else, that they'd make more money. And they wouldn't have to go out and hand pamphlets out or like do fucking any of the other things that they do. They can just rely solely on their ads and their social media content. So that's why, now it's businesses finally realizing that they need these things, or that again, there's other businesses out there that don't even know. For instance, with me, right? I've just started Racks, repping Racks now. I knew that if I posted ads, ads will work really well. Then I was like, all right, cool. If I post some content on Instagram and TikTok, build up, a bit of a personal brand, that will eventually start to work organically. It'll take time though. Then I was like, I don't really want to post anything on YouTube, but I'm like, let's give it a go, which is why I'm here right now. So, even for someone like me, that I've got all these digital skills, like I've been doing this stuff for a long time, I know what I'm doing, but even for someone like me, if someone come along and was like, you need to be on YouTube, like if you really want to, build an organic foundation and follower base and, kind of fan base and personal brand, you need to be posting education stuff on YouTube. If someone told me that and they're like, I can help you set this up, blah, 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 I'd be like, okay, sweet. So even for people like me that know a lot, we don't know everything, but we know a lot, there's still all this other opportunity out there. Okay, so this is like the second digital gold rush for you to be in the third one for you to be in right now. And 9 out of 10 business owners don't have the skills to do anything I just explained then, or even more important, they don't even have the interest in learning the skills themselves. The older the business and the business owner and the more dinosaur, generally the less interest they have in, updating things to suit the modern world. It's kind of like they got this chip on their shoulder and this saltiness to the fact that you have to be on Instagram and you have to do these things. And they don't understand that you can't just sit there and, sook and complain and think that people are going to come to you because you don't want to update how you want, have to be in today's modern world. So most business owners don't even have any interest in wanting to learn the skills, which leaves a huge opportunity more than ever for people like you and me to step in, learn these digital skills, do it for them, and get paid significantly well. Even if you've never worked a day online in your life as well. That's the beauty, because for instance, right now, inside of Racks, what we do is not only do we teach you and then give you the support, but we've already got the systems and the templates. I've already done all of this stuff. I know what works. I just copy and paste it into each business that I work with, each new client. And that's what we give you access to inside of Racks as well. So that someone that, like yourself, that potentially has no idea, you've never done anything to do online, you can just come in, copy what we do, follow the steps one by one, and get the same results. Because that's how the online world works. Now, just imagine for a second if you're waking up and you know that your income isn't capped by a day job anymore, and instead you have the ability to make whatever you want. You don't have to go to a day job 9 to 5 and that's it. You can make whatever money you want. All whilst working from your laptop at home, in a cafe, or even while traveling. Okay, you've seen me do it. Now, this is what you're able to do as well. Having options. Maybe you want a safer, better paying job. Maybe you want a side hustle on the weekend so that you are in control and you're in demand. Feeling excited about Mondays again. The more days you work, the more money you are going to make. So again, unlike when you go to your day job, you get paid from your 9 to 5, from your Monday to Friday. Now you're excited to wake up and do things, because the more, not only days you work, the more hours you work, it's a direct sort of, what's it called? You do one action, you get more of the other one. Whereas when you go to work, you might work 10 times as hard as you did the day before, you're going to get paid the same. In this game, the harder and more you work, the more money you make in return. Finally, you'll be able to get the time, the income, and the freedom to live the life you actually want. Provide more for your family while actually being present for them more as well, which is the most important thing. Back in the day, I was like, I just want to make money, I want to party, I want to go out and do all this stuff. Now, I'm just like, I want to make as much as I can so that I can spend as much time as I possibly can with my wife, and we can go and explore and we can do things. And then so that when we start having kids and we do those things, again, I don't have to be away all the time. I'm not going to be stressed out all the time. I can pick and choose what I want to do. I have full control over my life. That's what we want to try and help you do. That's what's one of the benefits about starting a digital skill-based income. You're able to feel more confident because you actually understand how the world is moving forward and you're ahead of it at all times in terms of like a money-making sort of angle. So right now, if you've just been working a day job, you kind of, all you believe is like, if I go to this job, I get paid for this amount of hours. That's really it. If I want to make more money, what can I do? Oh, make money online. And then you're just hit with all these scammers and schemes and gurus and shit. And so you're like, oh no, that's the only way I can do it. I don't feel safe going in there, blah, blah, blah. So what can I do? Whereas when you learn digital skills and you're on the digital skill world, you're always consistently ahead of the game because for instance, now AI is becoming a big thing that even if you do something like mow lawns or do lashes and you think, AI can't take my job, there are literally machines that are doing girls' lashes now. So don't even think for a second AI can't take your job or robots because they will figure it out. But this way now, you're staying ahead of the game because you can either, use AI to your benefit and or teach. Once you learn how to do the AI stuff and you're good at it, then you can teach the businesses how to use AI for them as well. Rather than it taking your job, you're utilizing it to better yourself as well. Now, let me tell you what's not going to get you to that dream life of yours. It's not starting a dropshipping, e-commerce, or Amazon business where you need to buy stock, pay for ads, and spend years trying to make your first dollar of profit. It's not remote closing where you're forced to become a commission-only salesperson for some scammy product and one of those internet TikTok weirdos. It's not making ebooks. It's not joining an MLM or pyramid scheme. It's not affiliate marketing, crypto trading, or whatever the latest social media hustle is. And it's definitely not a physical business where you're stuck with rent, bills, stock, and stress. And what else is there? The other one, the employee, like wages as well. You have to drive somewhere. You're stuck by you have to close at a certain time. You have to bring your lunch, like all these other expenses that come with opening a physical business as well. None of these are going to get you to your dream life the most efficiently, happy, stress-less way. I've tried it all, I've seen it all, and the truth is most of that stuff is either literally a straight up scam, a trap, or it takes years to master plus hundreds of clients, thousands, to comfortably make thousands of dollars a week. You see, the reason most people stay stuck is because they're using the wrong vehicle, which like what we mean by vehicle is the business model, to get them to their dream lifestyle. Kind of like trying to ride a unicycle up a cliff face with a backpack full of bricks. Learning the most in-demand and high-paying digital skills that work right now in the real world. Like when you're watching this, whether you're watching this in 2025, whether you're watching this in 2026, learning what the most in-demand and high-paying digital skills that are working right now, which in fact are going to be the exact same skills that have been around for decades and will be around for decades, is what will turn you into a valuable asset any business owner will pay top dollar to work with and or learn from. And in the next videos coming up in this series here of our free course on YouTube, we're going to start teaching you how you can make that happen so you can start getting paid ASAP. In the next video, we're going to go over the benefits of learning a digital skill-based income. And then we're going to get into exactly what the digital skills are, what the tools we use are, how to go and get your clients, and you could start making some money. Welcome back. In this one, we're going to talk about the real benefits of a digital skill-based income. No BS, okay? No buzzwords, nothing like that. The purpose of this video, like why I wanted to show you this, is I don't want you to just rush in to like, okay, cool, this is something that I can make money with, like, because that's not the way to go about anything. You're not going to focus. You're not going to take things seriously. And then even if you do manage to, piece a little bit together and make a little bit of money, then when that slows down, okay, and you need more clients or need more sales, whatever, because you haven't paid full attention, you're going to be like, oh, okay, nah, all right, I'll just go to the next thing. And then shiny object syndrome. Okay, so I want to go over all the different benefits, financial benefits, physical benefits, emotional benefits, all of the benefits of a digital skill-based income so that yes or no, like right or wrong, that a digital skill-based income is going to suit you. Because you might start going through this and be like, actually, you know what? I think I'd rather, I don't know, maybe start an e-commerce business or something. I wouldn't do that. It's like a bloody death wish if you want to start an e-commerce business or, whatever. Or you might go, you know what? I think the 9 to 5's for me. Whatever. The purpose of this video is for you to, by the end of it, should take about 5 minutes or so. The end of it, you're going to be like, yeah, 100%, I'm fully locked in on starting a digital skill-based income. I want to learn the digital skills. That's what's going to allow me to access the lifestyle that I want to live. This is what I want to do. Or by the end of it, you might be like, I'm glad I watched this video because I wanted to start an online business. But after watching this video, I've realized, I'm not really tech savvy. I don't really care about computers and the laptop and internet. It's not really something for me. Maybe I'm better off going and starting a local service-based business myself. Maybe I'm better off just trying to get an upgrade or a promotion at my job. Whatever it is, by the end of this video, you're going to know, sweet, that's where I want to go. Or you're going to know that this whole, online business world isn't really something you want to get into. And at least now you can take that pressure off yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to feel so anxiety ridden where you're like, oh my God, I have to do this online business stuff. Otherwise I'm never going to be able to make money. Now you know cool, it's not for me. And I will go do something else. As in the little example, I used to be I want to grow to, I'll just say it straight up. I want to grow some brand, some platform to $1 billion valuation. I want to be able to say I come from nothing. I built these things all on my own and I'm worth $1 billion. This was years ago. Over the years, I got married, I have my wife, we went and traveled, and I've kind of realized I don't give a damn about that because I know what sacrifice I have to give up to hit that level. You have to be working every single day, all day. You have to give up so much to get to that level. For what? Who cares? Who's going to give you a pat on the back and say, great job? There'd be people right now that, not personally, but that billionaires and the level they're at. And do you really care? No, you don't care. The better you do, the bigger you get, the smaller your circle gets. So, it's only going to be you and a couple people around you, which is, you might be going yeah, cool, that's fine. But again, the amount of work you have to put in, if that's what you like doing, if you've got a relationship and, it's not really something that you two like spending a lot of time together and being together, which there's some couples that are just like that. If that's you and you're no, I'm happy to just go hard and work, go for it. Go for that figure, go for that label, whatever. But if you're myself, and you like spending time with your wife and your partner and your kids and, experiencing things more and, money's cool, but you're not really that interested in cars or big houses or whatever, you'd rather be doing the living stuff, then don't go for these ridiculous, stupid, big figures, okay? That's where I used to want to go, and over the time, I've realized, that's not really something I want to do, and it was really freeing, because I'd look at people that are doing those numbers, and I constantly had this, firecracker up my butt to be okay, idolize them because it'll give me that pressure to want to be them, to work towards that. And when I realized, I was even if I got there, what am I going to do? I don't want 7 cars. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about all the other stuff. So it's not really me. That's not me. And when I come to the realization and I'm I'm actually, I'm glad. I feel better because I'm the actual dream life I want really isn't that far away. I can actually get to my real happiness dream life that I want to live soon. Probably take 12 to 24 months from now and I'll be there. And so I'll actually be able to say I'm at the spot at my dream life doing what I want to be doing, being happy, helping animals, have my wife and hopefully we've got a kid on the way, all of those things. It's not really that far away now. And so it's much more freeing because I also see, well, now I get to live more at my dream life rather than working 5 to 10 years to get to a bill. I don't even have any friends right now, so it's not like I'm going to get more friends there. So who cares? You're not even going to care. So you know what I mean? What I'm saying, why I'm telling you this, is even by the end of this video, you might get to the end point and be you know what? I don't really care about having an online business and getting rich. I'm happy just going and making, $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week. And if I do that, mowing lawns or gardener maintenance or pool cleaning or window cleaning or whatever, and that's what you'd rather do. You'd rather, go out on the weekends with your mates or whatever, whatever you want. Just be at peace with that and just be that's cool. Because it's a lot more achievable and quicker and less stressful than trying to achieve these, millions and millions and millions. Now, the thing is, the good thing with digital skills is you can get paid $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 per client, per job, per sale. So even if you're getting paid $3,000 a week, $2,000 a week, All you really need is one client that you could serve that week. Okay, as long as you had one client coming in every week, and you're making, your dream wage that you want, whatever it is, and you only really need one client to achieve that. So, but again, if you're like, I don't care about computers and the internet, whatever, it's totally fine. So what I'm trying to teach you here with everything I just said is like, even from my end, where I'm like, I'm really good at this stuff, and I know I have the potential, and like, I can figure out something. Yes, it'll take me 5 to 10 years. Yes, it'll take a long time, but I know what I need to do to go to that direction. Whether I get there or not, at least I'm going to be, up that area somewhere, but I know how to get there. But I know what I need to sacrifice and almost give up and let go of to get there. And I don't want to do that. I don't want my marriage to, be put under stress. I don't want to not spend time with my wife and our kids and things just so I can have this figure, whatever. So, once I was like, I don't actually want that. It was really freeing for me to be like, okay, cool. I can come down, and do something like Racks, okay? Because, maybe this could get to there. I don't know. But, the things that I was trying to build aren't this. Now I'm more happy because I get to be creative. I get to help people like you. I get to make these videos. I get to educate, which is something I like doing. I get to build some brands and stuff. Like, this is fun. This is what I like doing. And it's much more freeing, and I'm happier. And I can assure you, I'm going to be much happier doing this than trying to chase that stupid figure that no one cares about. Same deal with you. If doing the internet stuff, the social media, whatever, isn't your thing, it's not going to make you happy, don't do it. Okay, yes, you might make a lot of money, but you're not going to be happy. Go do the thing that's going to make you happy. But if you're like, nah, internet money, like let's, get that Wi-Fi money, let's build the digital skills, I want to travel, work from my laptop, I want to be able to make thousands of dollars per client, then let's get it, because digital skills and having that digital skill-based income is the surest, quickest freaking way that's going to get you there. Now, one of the major reasons I love a digital skill-based income is because it literally doesn't require any physical stock or anything. It costs $0 to start, and you can get started literally straight away. So we've seen this photo already in one of the other videos of all the stock that I had for my e-commerce business. If I was to make $1 there, right, one sale, I have to design the product, which takes weeks. I have to get the sample made, which takes weeks. It takes a week to ship over to me. I have to look at it and go, don't like that, let's change it. Takes weeks again. Get the one I like back, cool. Now I have to get a bulk order made. Takes weeks. Takes weeks to ship over here, okay? Then I get them here, I have to take photos and all those bits and pieces. Then I have to put it on a website, I have to build a website, I have to get content made, I have to get ads, I have to spend money on ads. I don't even know if it's going to sell yet. Okay, all of that is like months until you start making your first sales. Whereas digital skills, you can actually get paid before you even know what you're doing, especially if you join Racks, because it's so copy and paste and we already know we've got everything sorted. You could literally get a client today, okay? If you use the script that you're going to get, you could get a client today. They pay you the money up front, never take the money after. You can split it, but always take money up front. You get paid up front, join Racks, copy and paste, go through the process, okay? Before you've even done anything, you've already got paid. And then you get it made for you. We've got all the systems, the templates, whatever, and all the little hacks. You get it made, and then boom, you get the second payment or whatever. Like, it costs you $0 to start, and you can get started straight away. That quickly. Within 24, 48 hours, you could get paid, you could have the thing done, and you could have the second payment, or you've already been paid, you know what I mean? You don't have to do all these weeks of research and stock making and blah, blah, blah. Now, some of the other financial benefits include low startup costs. Most digital skills require just a phone or laptop and Wi-Fi. No need for inventory, storefronts, or a massive investment. High profit margins. Selling digital products or services like freelancing, courses, or marketing often costs little to deliver, meaning you keep most of the revenue. Multiple streams of income. You can stack freelancing, product sales, affiliate income, consulting, and more using the same core skill set that you're going to learn. Global client access. You're no longer limited by geography. You can you can earn in stronger currencies, serve international clients, and work with bigger budgets as well. So when you have like a physical product, if you're located here in Melbourne, you can only really ship to like Australia. If you want to do any type of big, sales overseas, you're going to have to get some of your stock shipped over there and stored there, which adds on to all of the expenses, which is why I say it's a death wish, because eventually you're going to like break even and it's going to start to come down. It's just a freaking death wish. It's not, I don't suggest doing it whatsoever. And lifetime value, skills like copywriting, design, websites, or digital marketing will never go out of fashion. They'll keep paying you across all industries forever. Now, internal benefits include more confidence and control. When you know how to make money online using your own skills, you stop feeling powerless, okay, and useless. You're no longer at the mercy of bosses or job cuts. Purpose and progress. You're learning and earning from digital skills gives you the sense of growth. You're building something real that reflects you. Reduce stress and anxiety. When you can generate income on your own terms, it's easier because it eases the financial pressure that ruins so many people's mental health. How many times have you woken up and been like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to make all the bills or the rent or whatever. When you've got digital skills, you know exactly how to go out and get more clients. If you know how many times I've been like, oh, okay, cool. I need to be a little bit more ahead because I'm building something like Racks. Okay, it's slowed down because I'm putting all my time and effort into building Racks. I need to get out there and start getting some more clients. Boom, I know who to reach out to. I know exactly what to say. I get on the phone. I sell them. Bang, I'm making money again. That's the skills. That's the security you can get. Creative expression. Many digital skills let you express your ideas through writing, design, content creation, or problem solving. That creative outlet boosts your overall happiness and well-being. Like I was saying at the start here, I'm more happy doing this than trying to build this big freaking, mega business or whatever. I get to design clothes. My first business was a fashion label because that's what I find fun and creative. I get to design clothes now. I get to design exactly what you're watching now. So having that creative expression is really good as well. Makes you happier. Freedom from toxic work environments. No more dealing with horrible work politics, draining commutes to and from work, and you choose who you get to work with. So rather than sitting in traffic every day, falling asleep on the way home, working with those wankers and assholes at your job, you don't have to do any of that because you can choose who you work with. Now, the lifestyle benefits, this is the best part. Travel whenever you want, wherever you want. No office means no limits. Work from Bali, Europe, the beach, a rooftop, or a jungle Airbnb. Your skills travel with you. As long as you take your laptop and have Wi-Fi, you can still make money while you're away. Buy what you want without the guilt. Digital income scales. Once you're rolling, buy that $300 pair of sneakers. Or eating out 5 times a week doesn't dent your bank account. As I told you as well already in the first video, me and my wife, our thing is we like to travel, we like to fly business class. We don't stay in fancy hotels because we just think it's a waste of money, but we like eating out dinners all the time. We don't buy designer brands or any of the other stuff, whatever. That's what we do. We don't look at the bill. We don't care. We just buy whatever we want in that regard there because we can. Live where others vacation. You're not tied to a job in a big city where you have to commute on the train or whatever, park in the city. You can move to a tropical country or luxury apartment with ocean views and write a percentage of it off on your business expense as well. So this office you're seeing right now at our home allows me to write off 40% of my rent through my business. Okay, so it's lowers my tax. You are able to do the same thing there. It's not financial advice. You have to figure it out with your accountant, whatever, but it is an option that you can do. Do cool shit on weekdays. Go skydiving, get a massage at 11 a.m. Hit the gym when it's empty. Book a spontaneous weekend getaway while others are stuck at their desk. Upgrade your life. Nicer clothes, better phone, a car you love, a watch you've always wanted, or even the freedom of owning anything, if that's your vibe that you choose. Be the baller in your circle. You're the one with time, freedom, and money. Take care of the bill, gift generously, and inspire others to step up in their own life as well. Now, these are some screenshots I've taken from my Instagram over the past, couple scrolls there. As I mentioned, I've already been doing all of this stuff and living this exact same lifestyle for years before I even concepted Racks. So you can see here, there's trips from Europe in summer, a road trip through the middle of Australia, our Europe road trip as well, Russia, Japan. You can see here, I've already been doing everything that I've been sharing with you. Again, I'm trying to show you the benefits of learning digital skills and creating that digital skill-based income. And I've been doing all of this before I made Racks and before we even got our first member. So again, just to remind you, it's not like I built Racks and people that join Racks pay me, us, the company, the money, and I use that money to go live this lifestyle. And then I show you, I'm living this lifestyle because of blah, blah, blah. I've been doing this already for many years. And now I've concepted Racks, and this is what I want to teach you in Racks, the power of being able to upgrade your lifestyle, your finances, everything with digital skills. Now, again, it's your turn. So finally now we're into the next stage where we are going to start teaching you how it all works. How digital skills work. What are the digital skills individually? How you can learn those skills. What tools and resources do we use? Now you should be like, yep, I'm 100% down and keen on this digital skill thing. I'm in. And the best part is like, this is free. This video you're watching and the other ones and the rest of the ones in this series, they're all free. By the end of it, you are going to be a machine. Like, you're going to know exactly what to do moving forward. Hopefully, you can go out and, do it on your own. But if you want our help, our support, you want to work with myself, you can join Rax. And again, it's not thousands of dollars. We do it in a, very stretched out payment plan to make it easy for you. We do have an upfront option as well where you get some bonus and goodies, but we do have a very stretched out payment plan, which makes it super easy for you to join as well. But without any further ado, now you should be 100% sorted, decided, I want the digital skill thing, or that's not for me. I'm going back to the day job, I'm going back to the normal life, which there's nothing wrong with, but you should know now which way you want to go. If you want to go down the digital skill path and you want to start learning what they are, how to get them started, how they work, what we use, what we do, watch the next video. And with that, I will see you there. All right, welcome back. If you are here, then you have officially made it and you are serious and you're ready to start actually putting in the work and making these digital skills come to life in your world, learning exactly how they work, learning exactly what you can use, like the tools and resources, and how you can pretty much start getting your own clients and get to work straight away. So how it all works in plain English. Let's talk straight, no fluff, no buzzwords, no salesy hype, none of that stuff. If you've ever thought about starting an online business and it sounds too hard, expensive, or risky, this will flip that belief on its head. This video is about how to start making money online using digital skills with nothing but a phone or laptop and with zero upfront cost. Now, this is my current office where I run multiple online businesses from, and since 2016, I've been doing this using digital skills. I'm not some newbie. So if you can see on the screen there, this photo is actually that other one I had where I'm sitting at my old kitchen desk or whatever. And I thought, let me update it to show you guys like the current setup I've got now. So this is where I'm actually filming this video from right now. As I mentioned in one of the other videos, I've upgraded the desk. You can see the cords are a freaking mess. Who cares? I've got a Mac Studio rather than a laptop. Still got my laptops and whatever. And if you look down in the bottom corner there behind that chair, I've actually got my cat that's asleep behind there as well. Every entrepreneur needs an office cat for extra success points. But this is currently the office that I work out of right now. So everything that you're seeing where I'm building Rax, my other, agency that I've got, the other coaching program that I've got where I help service-based businesses, is all run from here, this very desk. And then if I need to pick up and, take the thing with me, then I can, take it with my laptop, whatever. And you can see here, this is me traveling the world, making money online with my digital skills as well. So this is like the home base setup. And then I take my laptop with me and I can take my business with me as well because it's digital skills. All I need is my phone and my laptop. Now, to be 100% transparent there, I don't want you thinking that you can do all of this from your phone. You pretty much do like the customer service, replying to people, doing a bit of middleman work, which we're going to get into in a minute. But mainly like the meat and the potatoes, doing the actual service, like whether you're doing it, whether you're, outsourcing, whatever, is going to be from your laptop or computer. But your phone is still where you're going to once it's all set up and, you've got your client on board and you've either middlemaning or you've done what you need to do and you're kind of doing like the admin side, customer service, communication, bits and pieces like that, even sales calls, reaching out, doing some cold outreach. That stuff can be done on your phone, but you can't run your whole thing from your phone. Okay? Anyone that tells you that's, possible, it's probably like a 1% thing. If you just did something like remote closing, maybe you could run it from your phone. But being able to just run an entire business from your phone isn't realistic. So you do need your phone and a laptop and computer. But when I say, you can make this work from your phone and laptop, that's what I mean. I'm not saying if you just got your phone, you're going to be able to kill it. It's going to be extremely difficult and you're going to make your life really difficult. If you just had a laptop or a computer, it'll make your life freaking 10 times easier. But that's sort of the difference there. just to be transparent. I don't want you walking away thinking freaking, oh, I can make all this money from just my phone. It doesn't work like that. You need both. Now, there is a right way to see fast success starting an online business, and then there is many very wrong ways. So we want to make sure that you're going down the right way, because maybe you've already tried some freaking things in the past and you've gone down the wrong way, and we don't want you moving forward going down the wrong way either. So let's start with the lies. The reason most people never even start. They think, oh, I need thousands of dollars to launch my online business. I need followers and a brand, an app, or some huge idea. Like, I can't make money unless I come up with how to reinvent the wheel or some invention or whatever. You need to take out a big risk and, take out all this money and blah, blah, blah. And then you just kind of hope that it all works out. Okay, this is all complete BS. Okay, everything you've probably been brainwashed to believe, or everything you think right now, if I was to say, what's it going to take to go out and start an online business, and you think some of these things, okay, whoever's told you these or made you feel like this, it's all BS. The truth is, if you follow a simple system and focus on learning real skills, okay, not trends or gimmicks, you can start earning online in a matter of weeks, if not months, okay, safely, with no debt and no guessing. Now, we do have scripts where you can literally post a script and you'll get your first client within like the first 24 hours. Okay, whether you know how to do the work or not is another story. We will not tell you to go out and post what we say and get, charge someone thousands of dollars when you can't deliver the work. Okay, but we do have a system set up where you can get your first client within the first 24 hours. And then once you join Rax, you've got the system there to help you, do the work there as well. Okay, so we do have things set up, but, you can go out and start earning really, really quickly in the online business world if you do things right. If you don't follow those trends or gimmicks where you can end up going down some scammy scheme route or whatever, and you can do it safely with a digital skill-based income, safely with no debt and no guesswork, okay? Our members make bank using just their phones and laptops without any outgoing costs other business models. So these are clients of ours from past things, like we've got Rax here, one of our agency programs as well, coaching programs, which is all the same content you're learning inside of Rax, like the skills and education that I've kind of split up into multiple different things. You get all access to inside of Rax. So you can see here on the right hand side, this client says they just wrapped up a job for about $2,000 and they've already got another $3,000 job lined up, ready to go. And they want to start getting into creating digital products now that they've got, this one of the skills that we teach you. They've, got that one locked in. Now they want to start creating some digital products. In the middle here, this is a client of ours that sells a consulting coaching type of service, since, and then we've helped to get clients. 4 bookings in less than 24 hours. That's literally over $1,000. This magic you have is invaluable. People need to know, run, don't walk. And then over on the right hand side here, pretty much joined, and within the first 2 or 3 weeks, instantly had their first job lined up here. Someone has hit me up and getting the product sent out. Looks like we are on a roll. Thanks, man. So, once you've got the system set up and you set it up following exactly what we say, this isn't uncommon. It's more uncommon if nothing happens. Okay, what you're learning, this is inside of Rax as well. Like, what we're going to teach you here is like the digital skills, what they are in the step-by-step process, which we're about to get to. But inside of Rax, like, you access my help, my personal mentoring, and then also like the systems and the templates and everything as well to copy and paste that have been proven to work. It's still exactly what I use now to get to where I am. Like, I'm sharing those things with you. So here's the system in plain English. Step number 1, you want to pick a niche and industry. Okay? So when we say niche, it's like, what's the niche you're going into? I put niche and industry here because you might think of them differently. In terms of when I say niche, you might be like, I don't know what you're talking about. But if I say industry, all of a sudden you know what I'm talking about. So niche might be like, you're going into beauty. Okay, it's a big one that we go into. So here, this just means choose the type of person or business you want to help. It could be beauty salons, tradies, online coaches, real estate agents, whoever, okay? We help you figure this out as well. So right now, your task walking away is like, I want you to think about what's something you're already interested in, a passion, a hobby, an interest, or something that you've already got experience in as well. What's that? And now the next part is, what are you happy to keep working on long term? So like, we've built a beauty business, me and my wife. So like, I know what I'm doing in the beauty industry. Is it something I'm passionate about? Like, no freaking way. But I know what I'm doing there, and it's something that I can enjoy working on because it's easy for me to help get these people, results or whatever. So you need to think the same thing too. It doesn't have to be something you're passionate about, but it will help you long term because it's something that you're going to be building and working on, and you want to have that passion, which is what I do for Rax. That's why I'm happy to make these big, long, free course videos right now, put them on my YouTube for free, and potentially have to wait months, maybe years, until I've got that organic growth coming in, where then you guys end up reaching out and joining Rax, and I actually start making money. Because I'm passionate about Rax, I enjoy doing it, I'm happy to go through these low and slow periods. Doesn't have to be low and slow for you. What I'm doing is low and slow. It doesn't have to be for you, but I'm just saying you want to make sure that it's something that you're also going to be passionate about as well. Now, step number 2, once you've figured out the niche and industry, is you want to learn 1 to 2 digital skills for that niche and or industry. These are These are skills which businesses will always need, like making videos, running ads, managing social media, building websites, writing emails, setting up automations. Again, this is something you could, in all honesty, you could sit there and go out on YouTube. We're going to be sort of diving into bits and pieces here on my YouTube channel. But you could go out on YouTube right now and figure out how to build websites for e-commerce businesses or something. You don't have to start an e-commerce business, but you can help build e-commerce businesses and create content for e-commerce businesses. You know what I'm saying? Now, you could go out on YouTube right now and there'd be a crap ton of free content there for you to watch and help. And by all means, go out and do that. If you go and do that and you figure it out and then you're now I want help getting the clients and so on, then come to Rax. Okay, I'm not going to tell you the only way you can learn is inside of Rax. There's so much free content out there on YouTube for you to go and watch. But if you'd like to know, again, a better breakdown of each individual step and have the support there, someone to lean on and reach out to that you trust, then by all means, join Rax. Step number 3, package it into an offer. Okay, there's no point knowing the skills unless you know how to sell it. This just means taking your skill and turning it into a service that people can pay you for. You're not selling yourself as you're offering a result and an outcome. I'll grow your followers or I'll make you more money. Okay, you want to be able to create a really irresistible offer that these businesses go, holy damn, I want access to that. I'm willing to pay you thousands of dollars for. So yes, you can go out and learn those skills for free, but you also want to know exactly how to create the offer specifically for you and the niche that you're in. Step number 4, the free tools, which we're going to go over. Everything we teach you can be done with free software like Canva, Notion, Google Tools, ChatGPT. You don't need subscriptions or expensive gear or a team. That's the beauty of learning digital skills is I've got one kind of employee right now. She's kind of like my admin assistant. Right now I'm paying her, I think it's $500 a week. I give her commissions as well because she also helps me with the sales for my coaching program, not Rax, the other thing that I do. And other than that, we have the system and the ability to get to millions of dollars, just us. I don't need to hire anyone else. I don't the softwares and stuff I use. I'm using Canva right now to make this presentation here. I pay for Canva because it's only $10 a month. I use Loom to record this screen. I pay for Loom because it's only $10, $20 a month. I also use Google for everything else. Google Sheets, Google Drive, everything else is on Google. I use an app called Calendly to to book in my calls with potential clients. That again for me is $10, $20 a month. I'm on the premium versions of all these apps because it allows me to better use their advanced tools, which I need. You just starting to get to your first couple $100,000, you don't need to pay for any of those things. You can use all the free versions of these softwares, okay? Then you're going to know when it's the best time for you to upgrade if you want. You can still get away with not doing it. Some of the things I just find easier to upgrade into, but you don't have to. So you can literally get started with these, softwares for free, and you don't need any expensive gear whatsoever, okay, or a team at all, okay? I've only just hired her. I won't say her name for privacy reasons. I've only just hired her a couple months ago. For the years prior, it's just been me, and I've been able to do all the things that you're seeing. Step number 5 is we get clients. So the part most people fear, we have actually turned it into an art form and mastered it. So whether you're, an expert, what do we say down here? I'm going to move my little head here. So whether you're introverted or if you're confident, we show you how to get people to say, yes, I'll take that. I want it. Here, take my wallet. So Inside of Rax as well, we walk you over like different sales trainings and, help you specifically for what you're doing. But this is the system, like how it works in terms of creating a digital skill-based income. You want to pick an industry and niche that you want to get into. You want to learn 1 to 2 digital skills for that niche and industry. You want to package that into an irresistible offer, which you can charge for thousands of dollars. Then you want to learn these free tools as well that'll help you perform the service and also organize what you do. And then step 5 is you want to actually go out and get the clients, which means like the marketing, the pitching, and the selling there as well. Now, all of these things here, you can either go out right now, like I'm talking right now after this video, you can go and start searching YouTube, which is going to be videos on each individual sort of topic here. But again, you kind of, I'm not telling you not to do it, but you got to know what you're looking for. You got to know who to trust. You got to know like who's talking smack and who's actually legit, people, the information you can trust and rely on and implement. And then also down the bottom there with the sales, like there's plenty of sales free training out there as well. But again, you want to make sure that you know exactly who you're reaching out to, what to say. Are they American? Are they Australian? Are they from the UK? Because they all require different language as well. So either, now that you know the step-by-step of what you need to think about now, what niche industry, have a think there. What are the skills in here? There's more skills. These are just ones for like the purpose of this video here that we can explain here. But inside of like say Rax, there's a whole bunch of other skills that we share with you. These are things as well. We obviously teach you the step-by-step process inside of Rax, and you get access to all the tools, resources, everything we already do. You get access to myself as well. And then also, you got that, the community there and being a part of the Rax movement. Or, like I said, you are going to be able to find free content on YouTube to learn this stuff, but you will kind of be searching around, trying to connect it all together. Whereas inside of Rax, we just give you the literally step 1, step 2, step 3. So, where's my clicker? Why won't it let me click to the next one? Now, why does this work when drop shipping fails, affiliate marketing feels scammy, and traditional business is just, chaos and, overspending with things? You might be thinking like, what's so good about digital skills? Because it's built on skills, not trends. Okay, learning digital skills is skills. So just like, say for instance, whatever the job is that you do, whatever your day job is, you've got some skill that you potentially know that they won't fire you. Why? Because they've taught you, or like you've learnt this skill that's important to their business. So you kind of got some leverage there. Not that you, like I'm telling you to abuse the leverage, whatever. But if you've gone into wherever your day job is, you've been there enough where you've learnt this skill. And so if they were to fire you today, like obviously if you stuffed up something big time, they're going to fire you. But they're not thinking like, oh, let's just fire him because it's going to be so easy to get someone else back into like with these skills. Why? Because you've learnt a skill, and that skill is valuable. Just like every single thing I know how to make YouTube videos now. Okay, I know how to talk off the top of my head. I know how to film videos and edit them. I know how to make webinars. Like all these skills. Okay, they're skills that you can't take away from me. You can't unload them from my head. You can't take them away from me. Whereas if you did something like drop shipping, okay, and your product got too saturated, people will stop buying from you. If someone complains about your business on TikTok or something, people will stop buying from you. There's all these things that will stop people coming to you, and your business will just go. If you do affiliate marketing, maybe there's too many people offering the same offer that you're doing. You can't really market things on Facebook because Facebook and these ad platforms absolutely hate affiliate marketing people. So like, if you were to set up some ads and your ads are working really well, meaning you're running ads to your affiliate offer that you're marketing, promoting, and it's going well and you're making all this money, and then Facebook bans your ad account, then bang, your income stops. And you're like, okay, yes, I have to start a new ad account, whatever, but you start again. And traditional business, you could have a shop, you could have rent, all these expenses, and then all of a sudden people don't come to you, and everything goes down. Okay, and then plus all the other trends, pyramid schemes, MLM, like whatever, blah blah blah. Digital skills is built on skills. You are learning real skills, skills that you can't take away from you. Okay, you go to one client, you help them. You go to another client. If you want to take a break, it doesn't matter because you've got the skills. You can just come back in. It's not like trends. It's not something physical that someone can remove or kill or break or take away from you. Skills don't crash. They don't get banned. They don't go out of style. They aren't trends or gimmicks. And once you have them, you can't use them. Once you have them, you can use them to get clients, land a remote job, or even start your own agency as well. So like, you don't just have to go out and start your own business. Like, as you probably know now, like if you learn these skills, you can go and get a better paying job, upgrade your career. You can approach a business that like needs help, and you can like give yourself a job. Because if you go to a business that they're not big on social media, they're not running any ads, they don't have a good website or anything, you can literally go in there and be like, I can help you guys do X, Y, Z and achieve this, you know, blah, blah, blah. Give me a shot. And if, you know, if we're getting you the results and you're happy, then, you know, my rates is this a week or this a month. Bang, you just gave yourself like a job. I know I'm trying to ditch a 9 to 5, whatever. It doesn't mean you have to ditch a 9 to 5. Okay, if you can land a good job and you're happy with that security, good. That's what we're trying to do here. We're not just saying like, make millions of dollars. I haven't said that once at all. We just want to teach you the skills that give you that security so you can make the money and you'll never have to go without money because you know exactly how to go and get the money there. Okay? You're not gambling, you're building. Most people try to get rich by building and selling something that they don't understand. Things like drop shipping, high ticket closing, pyramid schemes, the list goes on. You've probably heard all these things on TikTok with like, coincidentally enough, the idiots that look like me, these wankers popping up, and they try to pitch you on drop shipping and high ticket closing and whatever else, selling freaking water filters and all the other crap. Digital skills are the complete opposite. Learn something useful and you get paid for the skill that you've learned, whether you're teaching someone or doing it for them. You're not trying to be the next Elon Musk. You're trying to learn 1 or 2 skills that can earn up to $500 to $1,000 per day on the side of what you're doing right now, or even make it full time if you want. So again, you can see here on the side, these are screenshots from my phone within, you know, whatever, freaking 10 minutes here. We had $995, $2,990, and then a minute, you know, $3,465. You can see on October, this is October last year, one day, $2,288. What happened there? If we move my head again. And then, yeah, now 5,600, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can see there, like, this is the power of a digital skill-based income. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is the get free forever, have security, and have full control over your income and your lifestyle forever plan. Most people are stuck because they think they need permission, money, or some genius idea to get started. You don't. You need to learn how to do something valuable, like have skills that are of value, and then offer it to people, which are the business owners, who need it in order for them to live a better life, to have a better business, to achieve the things that they want. You've got the skills and the ability to do that. And then that's it. The more money you can make them, the more money you can save them, the more money you are worth, the more money you can charge, the more money you are going to make. Now, in the next video, we'll show you exactly what those free tools are that we use to run everything, so you can literally start testing things out without even spending a cent. So in the next video now you know exactly like the first 1 to 5 steps that you need. In the next video, we're going to go over what the tools are so you can start having a fiddle around with them, get the feel of it. Maybe if you want to go watch YouTube videos or whatever as well, by all means go. Otherwise, if you want us to kind of hold your hand and mentor you through things, then you know what the goal is. Join Rax, go to my profile. If we don't have the link underneath this video here, go to my Instagram profile, go join, book in your consult call with myself, and we'll see if you're the right fit for Rax, and then, you can get started literally straight away. We've already got members inside of Rax. We've already got the step-by-step thing laid out for you. We've got the tools, the resources, the education, and the support there as well. So, we're ready to go when you're ready to go. Otherwise, feel free to keep watching all of these videos as well, and then we'll see you in the next one. All right, so this one is going to be a little bit of a quick one because obviously I'm not going to dive into like how to set up each tool and whatever. We obviously do our own version of those inside of Rax. How to use the tools like to your benefit, the little inner hacks and systems and stuff that we've got, the secrets for each one of the tools, how to use each tool for each individual digital skill as well. That's all inside of Rax, but here I'm teaching you and sharing with you exactly what those tools are, so that, if you want to go out and have a learn yourself or whatever, you can. So in this video, we're going to be teaching you the tools. we use and that you'd be using as well inside of your digital skill-based income to make thousands of dollars, and how we hack the system. So the aim of this game is to stay as lean and tight-ass as possible so you keep more money. Okay, unlike these physical businesses or e-com where like you got to put all this money out, the aim of this digital skill-based income game is to be as tight-ass as you can so that there's minimal expenses going out, maximum amount of money coming in, and you can keep as much of that as possible so you can live your dream life. Okay, you should be doing that with every single thing about your life anyway, but that's the aim of this game here. Wouldn't you rather be able to have your whole wouldn't you rather be able to have your whole entire $1,000 a day online business manageable from your laptop? Okay, obviously on your phone, but like I said in the last video, obviously it's going to be more in turn with your laptop there. So if you're making $1,000 a day, all right, you're going to start by doing $100, $200, whatever. But once you get to like $1,000 a day, wouldn't you rather be keeping as much of that as possible rather than being like, oh, I make $1,000 a day, but you know, I've got $800 in expenses? Then it's kind of like, what's the point? If you don't have to do anything to have that, fine. But like, if you got to do a lot of stuff and you make $1,000 a day, but you have to give away in expenses $800 a day, it's kind of not really worth it. And the point of like getting into, you know, this game is so that you can access that freedom in your life. Now, I know you're probably like, oh my God, that same photo again. I just don't, you know, I wasn't planning on doing racks even when I was away traveling, on my laptop working or whatever. So, you know, I don't really have that many photos of me working on my laptop out because we weren't really concerned about taking photos of me working on my laptop. So that's the reason why you keep seeing pretty much the same 3 to 4 ones over and over again. But I'm trying to show you that, like, again, wouldn't you rather be like traveling away, being able to work from your laptop, still making hundreds, thousands of dollars a day, minimal expenses going out, and being able to travel and work and make that money? So you don't even have to come home. You know, you don't have to set date because it doesn't matter where you are. Now, the free tools that will make you thousands, okay, and now allow you to create and build a sustainable online business with a digital skill-based income is Canva. Okay, creating content. So this is something you'll create content for yourself. This is something you'll create content for your clients as well. Okay, for their social media, for their website, whatever. Canva. It's exactly what you're watching right now. If I get out of this, here we are. Okay, Canva. So I'm actually filming this from Canva. Now, ChatGPT. You use this as like an assistant for strategy, copywriting, basically anything. You could get a new. We've got all these prompts and GBTs that we've created using ChatGPT as well inside of Racks that you can use. But basically, like, you can get a client and just ask ChatGPT, how can I get this client the best results using this strategy, blah, blah, blah. Can you create a social media plan for me? Then we help you like optimize that and then share it with the client, create the content, all of those bits and pieces there. Notion's something I used to use. I don't use it anymore. This is kind of like your way of being able to like organize and plan things. So Notion's kind of something for your organization, admin, planning, CapCut, video editing. So normally I do this here. You can see here, this is the CapCut app here. This is where I edit all my videos. It should load. So videos for like social media, TikTok, and also even this, like YouTube as well. I'll edit all the videos here. So you can see here, got a couple clients videos there. You can see Racks presentations there. Some other client stuff, videos of me. So I use CapCut to edit my videos. Now if we can get back to this one. So CapCut, video editing. Stripe is where you can collect payments, do payment plans, all those bits and pieces. And then Google, so for organizing and admin again. So, you know, you Google Drive, Google Documents, it's where I store everything. I've got one folder on there that's just like agency, and then coaching program, and any new client that comes on, they get their own folder where I create my content for their ads and their website, whatever, all goes in there. And that's just organization, and it's all free. You know, I pay for the premium Canva, premium ChatGPT, premium CapCut, and that's it. The rest of the stuff, I've got some other things that I use. They're not relevant to you, not important to you, as in like you won't need them. But everything here can be done for free. So you can get started with your online business, creating, you know, learning a digital skill-based income, going out and get clients, and you don't need to do the premium versions. I do, but you know, these are the things that you will predominantly use with your digital skill-based income online business that we're going to help you build. Now again, the clicker won't freaking let me. All you need to use are these two things. So you can see this girl here, she's on her phone and her laptop. That is it. You can run your whole business from these two things here. I've shown you a couple of photos. I've shown you where I was working at the house I used to live from my laptop on an old kitchen table. And I just showed you in the last video the current setup I've got now. And again, it's not a laptop. I've upgraded to a Mac Studio computer. But, you know, when I travel, laptop, phone, everything you're learning here, you can actually implement from your phone and laptop. No gimmicks, none of the trends or like none of that crap. Real skills, real things that you can implement and use that will last you long term and, you know, make sure that you never go without money. Now, on to the next one. Like I said, that one's just going to be a quick one because we're not diving into how to set up each thing. It's not necessary right now. We're trying to show you, like, you know, what it's going to take to learn, get started in the digital skill-based income industry, niche, whatever you want to call it. And then inside of Rax, we actually break down each one. We show you how to set it all up. We show you how we utilize them as well. And a bunch of other ways to get started and make moves. We've even got a middlemaning arbitrage technique. So you can actually get the clients, which I'm going to share with you in the next video. You can actually get the clients, not do the work. You hire contractors for like 10 times less of the price you charge your client. They do the work. You just manage the job. You give it to the client. You take the money off the top. And then you can go on about your day, do whatever you want. So watch the next lesson, or if you are ready to get started inside of Rax, you're like, yep, this sounds sick, I want in. Book in your consultation call with me and I will show you exactly what to do first. Okay, we've got the step-by-step process already laid out. And yeah, we'll see if you're the right fit for Rax as well. That's what the call's for. We don't want any, you know, weirdos, gimmicky, get rich quick people, you know, the just naysayers, haters. Like we want legit people in there. I'm trying to build something that's, we're going to work together like a movement, and being that you're going to be in the early days as well, you're going to get best shot at all the future updates and everything as we grow into this huge, hopefully worldwide brand. We're going to be sponsoring athletes. We're going to have like all this other stuff. I'm not going to reveal too much, but you're going to be like one of the founding members if you're watching this currently right now. So we do the calls currently right now to make sure that you're the right fit, because we want to be sharing as much of what we have with you to get you the best results the quickest, so we can use you as case studies as well. So we want to make sure you're committed, you're serious. That's what we do the consultation call for. In this video currently right now, I don't have enough subscribers to put any links on my page, but if you go to my Instagram, which is @JackProud, there'll be a link in my bio, which will allow you to book that call in with myself. And then, we'll get on the call together. We'll go over everything. And if you're the right fit for Rax and you're like, yep, I want in, ready to go, you can get started literally straight away. So with that, either do both, keep watching the videos, book your call in, or if you're just like, nah, let's get the ball rolling, go to my Instagram, book the call in, and I will speak to you there. So this is one of my favorite sections of like this whole digital skill-based income thing that I have created and built, which is what I call the freedom formula. So this is our secret sauce that we have mastered on how to work less and earn more, how to make thousands of dollars per client while you pretty much get to go out and do whatever you want. So again, just showing you here, like over the past couple of years, I've been traveling around the world. We fly business class, we do all the cool stuff. And me and my wife, all over Australia, all over Europe, Russia, to the like Mediterranean, all these other different places. And I've been doing what I'm sharing with you inside of Rax. So again, I'm not like, doing all of this because of Rax. Exactly what I'm teaching you here, like the freedom formula, the digital skill-based income, digital skills. I've been doing these things, allowed me to live this, and now I'm sharing these with you. So step number one, obviously we've gone over, you want to find your niche. Okay, you need to, in order for this part to work, you need to make sure that you've like got these parts. Step number one, find your niche. Step number two, master the skills. Step number three, get the clients, which are going to teach you how to do more in the next lesson on like how to actually get the clients. Step number four, okay, that was step number three, sorry. Step number four, automate as much as possible. Now, there are platforms and websites that have tens of thousands of contractors, okay? What you are basically doing when you learn a digital skill is you are somewhat of a contractor. Now, there are places all over the internet that have contractors that are already masters, way better than you even think you are. You could sit there all day and night for the next 2 years, and these guys are going to be 10 times better than you, 100 times, 1,000 times better than you, and they're going to be 1,000 times cheaper than you as well. So we're going to explain what this means. So there are tens of thousands of contractors and freelancers from all over the world that will do a 1,000 times better job than you and will cost you 1,000 times less than what your client paid you for. Now, 1,000 times is a stretch. Like, I'm just trying to, explain like the significance. Okay, it's not actually 1,000 times less cheaper. It's more like 10 times. But as in, I'm saying, showing you the extravagance of, how much better than you they are for what you can charge your clients. Anyway, it's going to, make sense in a second. Now, an example. Let's say John wants a website for his business. Okay, so he's been quoted $5,000 by an agency in Australia. So he's gone to an agency and said, hey, I want a website. And they've said, sure, $5,000 is what it's going to cost you. Now, John comes to us, okay, which in your case is like us with the digital skills. We quote him $3,000. Okay, so we're way cheaper than the Australian agency, okay, that they've got quoted. We're quoting him $3,000, but we go and hire a contractor who will do it for $300. Okay, then we keep the profit margin on top, and we just manage the job. So it's not as like you can make it really hands off when you know what you're doing, but it's not going to be fully hands off. All right, if it was, I wouldn't charge John $3,000. If it was literally something that I'm literally just middlemaning and going like, all right, here, and I don't feel like it's taken me that much, I'm not going to like overcharge him or whatever. Okay, that's like being a ripoff. And we want to do things ethically, and we want to provide a good service, and we want to, make sure that people come back to us and have a good experience with us. So do not rip people off. But what you're learning here, like, it's kind of, gives you all this freedom to hack the system. And it's basically what everyone does anyway. If you work somewhere right now, maybe your boss, your job hires you out to someone. Okay, it's not uncommon for you to get hired out for hundreds of dollars and you get paid tens of dollars. Okay, they probably hire you out somewhere and they charge you out at $100 an hour and you make $25 an hour. Okay, that's capitalism. That's business. Just how the game works. The reason that we are charging this is because we've had to do all the bits and pieces. We've had to, build our business, find the contractor, manage the job as well, because it's not John's going to be talking to the contractor, it's us. So the contractor does the work, builds the website, but we have to get the information from John. We have to then package it and send it to the contractor for them to do the work. Then we have to, be the middleman integrating and communicating between the two. So it's not so like you just get the job from John, he pays you $3,000. You go to your contractor and say, hey, can you build a website like this? Here's your $300. He gives you the website, you give it back to John, and you go, bye. It's not as simple as that. So there might be some people on the internet, like I said, I'm being transparent with you and keeping it full OG realistic. People that are like, you just got to do that, and then you do that, and you make thousands. It's not real. Okay? This is probably as close as you're going to get to like having that ability. But this is what we do. We've got the contractors. They're from anywhere, from like Ukraine, Bangladesh, Romania, all these other countries like that, where they go to university and it's either cheap or free, and they go do the masters of every single thing that they can do, and they get paid nowhere near as much as like us in the first world get paid. But to them, $300 is heaps, because over there, like, things are cheaper, whatever. So everybody wins here. Everyone's happy. John's getting the website for way cheaper than what the Aussie agency charge him. Okay, we're getting a nice profit on the top, and all we got to do is just like middleman, manage the job, whatever. And then our contractor's getting paid really well as well. So everybody wins. But this is what the freedom formula involves. So in visual, that's John. John comes to us. Okay, we're calling ourselves an ad agency here. We build websites, we do ads, content, whatever. John comes to us. I need a website. Sweet. We take his money. We go to our contractor. Hey, bro, can you make this website for us? Awesome. He sends us the website back. We send it to John. John goes, sweet, awesome, done deal. He goes on about his day. Now, this is where it starts to get really nice. We get 3 people, John and 2 other people, come to us. All of them want a website each. Okay, we can either send it to the same contractor, but if we know it's going to take him too long to do 3 websites, we just find another 2 contractors. Okay, and we give them the job. Sometimes you can find literally like an agency like yours, if you're going to call yourself an agency, somewhere else who's got the team, And so you can send them 5 to 10 websites at a time, and they've got the team to build all the websites. So you can just send it to them and they manage them all. And then they'll come back to you with all the results, whatever, and then you can pass them to the clients that you want. Okay, that obviously in this case it's 3, but like that's how you can, we've already got the black book of contractors that we use that we're going to share with you inside of Rax. But that's how this system works. That's how you're able to scale, and still, as you can see, now you can understand how you can manage this from your phone. Because if John comes to you now, all right, and you've if you're not going to build the website, we teach you how to build the website so like you don't have to hire a contractor if you don't want to. But this is like a freedom method. So this isn't what this is all about, like the digital skill-based income and Rax. This isn't just solely what we teach you, but this is like the little arbitrage middleman hack that we share with you inside of Rax as well. Or you can try and figure it out on your own by all means. But this is how you're able to like manage it from your phone. So when I'm traveling away, okay, I might have clients contacting me and I'm like, yeah, sweet, send me over like the details, blah, blah, blah. I get in touch with my contractors, they build it. Okay, and then I get back, hey, send them the revision. The client says, I want this changed. Awesome. I help the contractor change things around. I help them brand things better. You're kind of helping John figure out the branding and the style of the website as well. And then all of that's just still manageable from your phone or laptop. Now, this is where things get really fun, is you can also start offering other services. So maybe you offer websites and content creation packages. So now, not only are you getting your contractor to build 3 websites, so 1 for each client, but you might also be upselling that client on like social media content packages or something, where maybe you are building, you're creating the content on Canva or something, or maybe you're, finding other contractors that do that as well. It's whatever you want. This is the power of digital skills. You know the skills, so you can do them yourself. Or you can outsource them to contractors or whatever to do them for you. And then they give you the work back. You pass it on to your clients, whatever. If they like it, they'll say, sweet, amazing, give you a review, whatever, go on about their day. If they say, hey, can I make some changes? For sure. You either make the changes because you've got the digital skills to do that, or you put it back to the contractor and you're managing the job in the middle. You act as the middleman, organizing and managing the jobs, and you keep all of the profits, which is also perfect for beginners because you only have to learn how to create the offers and get the clients. So even if you can't be bothered learning how to build websites or do any of this stuff, this is why it's perfect for beginners and safe, because you just have to focus on learning how to get the clients, creating really good offers, and learning how to communicate and manage the job in the middle. But you don't even have to do the work. You can hire it. Then you can just use our arbitrage method to do all the work and you keep the profit on the top. Do you now understand why we have kept this digital skill stuff a secret for so long? Why I haven't really told anyone about it? Like, I've been doing this stuff. When I figured this out, this my arbitrage middlemaning method, I was kind of like, I'm just going to keep this hush-hush. I'm not really going to tell anyone. But then when I, started building Rax and I'm like, I want to help people. I want to create a safe area, a safe platform for people to like learn how to make money online. Not with the gimmicks or, schemes and all the bull crap. They can just come in and learn real things. And, be in like, a safe environment where they're learning real skills that, isn't going to go out of fashion and whatever. So, now I'm like revealing it all to you inside of Rax. So you can see here, this was one client that we got, was a $2,990 website build. And then you can see over here, this is me contacting the contractor that we use for this specific one. And they were going to build it in 4 days and it cost me 213 Australian dollars. Now, in the middle here as well, I manage the job. Okay, so it's not just like website's done in 4 days. I hand the website over to the client and they go on about their way. I've got to sit with the client and figure out what content they've got, how to go make more content, the branding colors, what the website's going to say. Then I use that and I give that to the website developer. Me and him, or her, it's mainly hims, me and him kind of, optimize that even more with his expertise. He builds a website. After 4 days, he sends a version back. I send it back to the client. The client says, I want this change. I want that. Can you add this? Can you take that away? Cool. I pass that back on to the website developer. He makes all those changes, send it back for another revision, and so on there. And then I integrate the domain, integrate the emails or whatever, which again, these are all things that we walk you through inside of Rax as well. So don't be like, oh my God, that makes no sense to me. Doesn't have to right now. We teach you inside of Rax. But yeah, so you're kind of managing the job there. And as you can see, you can imagine if you had like 10 of these jobs in 1 week and that's all you're doing all day. You just, waiting for emails from your clients. Once you get that info, you're passing that info on, optimizing, managing. So then you can go on about your day. So you and your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your kids, whatever, you might be out doing something, and then you go for dinner, and then on the way back, when you get home, it might be 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, whatever. You're sitting on the couch and quickly just replying to anyone. Sorting things out, because your contractors are mainly overseas, so they're like awake when we're going to bed. You just kind of do your little bits and pieces for a half an hour, whatever. Put your phone down, back to family time, doing your thing. Go to bed. Next morning you wake up, they've replied, and so on. So it's not like you have to go somewhere at like 5 o'clock and start getting paid. You'll get clients at 8 o'clock at night. When that business has stopped working for the day and they're chilling, now all of a sudden they're communicating with you, and then they pay you. You might be making sales at 9 o'clock at night, and you go, yep, sweet. In the morning, I'll get all the details from you, and I'll start getting to work. So then you go to bed, you've made, $3,000, you wake up, you start getting the info, you pass it on to the contractor, and so on there. That's what allows you to travel from your laptop, using your phone, all the good bits and pieces. Now, the other important news, and why this is your best chance at not having your job replaced by AI, is you're always going to be ahead of the AI takeover, which I've explained in one of the other videos. Being in this industry, you will know how to use AI first to teach and or set up for businesses, and you can use AI to run your own business too. So the tools that you learn about, like the AI tools, you'll be able to use them for your own benefit, but you're also going to be able to use these tools and set them up in your clients' businesses, and they'll teach them how to do it. So even as AI gets smarter and better and more things come out, this gives you more opportunity. Because once you know them, you're going to be ahead of the game, know them more than the businesses do. You can now come to the business and say, hey, with AI, I can actually help you optimize this, which will save you more time and money here, blah, blah, blah. So rather than being like, oh my God, I'm going to get replaced, you're actually utilizing it and creating more opportunities for yourself. Now, in the next video, we're going to go over and show you how to find your ideal clients that are willing to pay your premium prices to fast track you to making $1,000 a day. So at this point right now, you know exactly what digital skills are. You know exactly this kind of process you need to go through. You know what the tools are, like, how you can get started using these softwares and tools for free. And now you know like the arbitrage method, which you don't have to do. Okay, like I only really do it for websites and maybe some video editing, but like everything else, I just do myself. Because like I know the digital skills, I do it myself, and then I don't have to pay someone else either. So like even with me, right, I know how to do some basic stuff on websites. Often I'll get the contractor to build basically the 99% of the website, but then I do the 1%. So I go over it, I make sure it's all the final finished mastered version, because I know what to do. I don't want to keep going back and forward from my client to the contractor. But again, you can do that as well. That's the power of digital skills, and why having a digital skill-based income you can see now is the safest way for beginners, and also just make sure that there's so many niches and industries you can go into and avenues. So in the next video, we're going to show you how to start landing these clients of yours, because you should have your niche and industry picked out, and then how to package your stuff so you can start making that $1,000 a day. Now, if you're ready to pull the trigger and make moves, and you want to join Rax, you want to join us, have the support there, get access to exactly what we do, then make sure you go to my Instagram, click the bio, book in your free consultation call. We'll go over everything, and if you're the right fit, you can get inside Rax literally straight away. Welcome to the next video. This one, we're going to show you how to start going out and getting your first clients, even if you're a complete newbie with no experience whatsoever. So you want to create a machine, all right? Like you want to think of your business as a money-making machine, and each little cog and intricate little mechanism and chip or whatever in the machine is like part of your business, and that's how it works. So you want to try and optimize and update and upgrade every little part of your business so that it runs quicker, runs better, runs more without you, so that it's making you more money. Think of things like a machine. And then when it comes to your clientele, like when getting your clientele, your marketing and selling as well, you want to also think of that as its own little mechanism machine, part of the bigger machine. So you can get clients whenever you want, so you get paid whenever you want, so you don't have to wait, and it puts you in full control. Now there's 3 main methods that we use. There's all different little intricate bits in these methods, but the 3 main methods that we use to get clients, we use platforms where you can actually put yourself on the platform, and then people, these potential businesses, potential clients will reach out to you. That's like an automated way. So you set yourself up on these websites, these platforms, let it sit there, and the clients will come to you. That's automated. Then we use cold outreach. So we can use some methods like posting some content on things, educating. Currently, what I'm kind of doing right now is a little bit involved in cold outreach. Like it kind of, you build a bit of a platform there that shows evidence and proof that you know what you're doing, so that when you start reaching out to people and they look you up or go to your page or whatever, you got some content there or whatever. So organic kind of, adds into this cold outreach method. But what we want to focus on here is like the getting of the clients. So there's platforms, which is one, it's quite automated. The cold outreach, which is much more manual, meaning like you're going to have to reach out to people, pitch people, that sort of thing. And then we've got paid ads, which again is like after you got these first two locked in, then we get to paid ads, because paid ads kind of takes over and you use paid ads to scale. But you want to make sure you've got the other bits locked in and at least with some momentum before you get to the paid ads. As an example, this is the first time I'm really like making educational content and videos and really putting myself out there a lot more. I've been doing this stuff for years, but I've always just used ads. So I've got to where I am now basically with ads alone, but I haven't really been doing, I've done the platforms and some cold outreach. That's like another big thing, but it's always been predominantly ads. Only now am I doing the, like building a bit of a, foundation, platform with this content so that I can start my organic outreach much more as well. So I know what I'm doing with ads. So I've always been able to make it work. But the second my ads stop, my clients stop, meaning my money stops. So that's why it's important that you do the other two first, especially if you want to start with $0 and no experience. You start by putting yourself on these platforms, which we share with you inside of Rax. Show you how to set things up, everything. We give you copy, paste, blah, blah, blah. And then we show you the cold outreach techniques as well. The cold outreach gives you experience in learning how to like talk to people, how to pitch, how to sell, how to offer, change your services around, better, restructure your offers and whatever. So that, you're getting more reactions, you're getting more, people replying back. Once you're making some money there, that's where you'll start spending money on paid ads, which we'll get to as well. Now, the freelancer platforms kind of automate the business, like I said. So I put myself on this platform. You can see right here. I'm not going to reveal it to you on this video because we reveal them inside of Rax. But what you do is you put yourself on here and you can see here, within every like 7 days or so, I had clients booking in. So you see like a $400 client, $100, $100, $400, $200, $200, $200. You can see every week or so, I had, people booking in there. So that's consistent every single week. And I had to do nothing. I didn't have to pitch anyone. I didn't have to do anything. And you can see here where it says completed. I had 37 jobs. And the only reason I did this was to show you here inside of Rax. This is, last year when I first tried to get started on this Rax platform thing. I put myself on this website to show you, to prove to you that you can do this, that it works. Okay, so obviously there's nothing that we teach you inside of Rax that's like I've never done before. Everything I teach you inside of Rax is what I've actually done, made money from, got success from, share with you the exact methods in there. So originally when I first conceptualized Rax, which was in 2024, and then I'm like, all right, cool. Before I go hard building the platform, I'm going to prove that these freelancer platforms actually work. So as I explained here, I was always over the years just doing paid ads and a little bit of cold outreach. Then when I was like, what's another method I can add and teach you guys that works for free and is relatively automated? And I knew this thing existed. So I thought, I'm going to do it myself so I can explain how I did it and then show it to you. So you can see there, in real time, I did about 37 jobs and then I turned it off. Obviously I don't need to do that anymore. We're making heaps more money doing the other ways. But this is something as a beginner, costs you nothing. You can set it up, let it just sit there and it'll automatically start to get you clients while you then go focus on the cold outreach techniques. Now with cold outreach, the first thing, as I said, it's quite more manual. You can create it a bit more like copy and paste. So once you know what you're doing, and you've got the systems and the templates and everything that we've got inside of Rax, you can just share and follow the process. How you want to do things first is you kind of educate. So you can actually just cold outreach people, but you do want to have a bit of a evidence and proof. So for instance, on my Instagram, if you go to Jack Proud right now, there's probably not going to be much on there because I didn't really cold outreach anyone. And I didn't cold outreach anyone because I know if I reached out from my personal page, people are going to go, who is this guy? And there's nothing on my page to prove I know what I'm talking about, other than me just like traveling around. People are going to think I'm one of these freaking scammy gurus, because that's what it could look like. Because there's no education. I'm not talking or doing anything. Whereas here, now I've got these free videos on YouTube. You're watching this right now and you're like, clearly this dude knows what he's talking about. So now if I was to outreach you, okay, and I was to pitch you something, you're going to listen. Or if I'm going to offer you some type of free value, you're going to listen. Because you're like, he knows what he's talking about. I want to know what he knows. What has he got to give me? What has he got to show me? So that's why, when you do the cold outreach, our method is we want you to either create like an alter ego Instagram account or YouTube account or something, and educate about your niche or industry that you're going into. We help you with all of that inside of Rax, but that's the first start of creating like the cold outreach technique. Once you've done that, people are going to start following you, liking your videos, watching your videos, commenting on the videos, watching your story. This is where you start reaching out to them. So people, these are warm leads. People that have followed you or engaged with you, they're warm leads. The cold leads are people that don't even know you exist yet. But because you've got your account and all the right content on there, you don't have to post all the time. You just need good content on your page. What you do then is you reach out to these businesses in the niche or industry that you want to go into, and you engage with them, okay? And we teach you the tricks on how to engage with them. Get a conversation started, add value, give them value. Then once they've consumed the value, you come in, and then that's where you pitch them your services. Now, that sounds quite pushy and slimy. The way we do it is very seamless, because you're not going to some random person and trying to push like life insurance on them or like a timeshare or pyramid scheme, none of that crap. You're going to like, let's say for instance me, let's say I've got some content on my page that's about beauty. Okay. I'm teaching you how I've got a beauty business with my wife. I know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Now I go out to a beauty business and I say, hey, your page is looking really nice. Like your business looks like you're doing well. I can see in your booking system though, you've got some free spots there. I've got a beauty business with my wife and we help you guys that are doing anywhere from like $5,000 to $10,000 a month. We actually show you exactly what you need to do to get more clients. I'm not selling you anything. I do have like a free video for you to watch. If you watch that, you can literally take what you learn on there and go and attempt it yourself. If you have a go at it and then you want some help, or you just watch the video and you're like, hey, this sounds really cool, I'd like to learn more, you can contact me and like we can go from there. But I just want to share this video with you. I'm just trying to build more of my name up in the scene, trying to reach out and help other people that are at the beginning of their beauty business journey. Would you like me to send you the link? I don't get your email, nothing. I'm just sending it to you. They're going to say, yes, cool, of course. Some will ignore you. Who fucking cares? But there's going to be a lot that say, yeah, cool, awesome, I'd love that. Thank you so much. You send them the value. And then the value thing is structured in a way that's really persuasive. So by the end of it, when they watch it, they're like, oh my God, yeah, I want in. And then they engage with you, contact you back, and they're like, yeah, I'm keen. What do we do from here? Like, do we book a call? Boom, you pitch, boom, you close. Exactly like what you're watching here. All of these videos, this series, I'm not making them just because. I'm teaching you as a beginner the benefits of a digital skill-based income. Okay, why it's better than everything else, why it's safer, why it's got more security. So then at any point along one of these videos, you're going to go, I'm interested. Hey, Jack, I'll book a call. Let's go. Okay, so everything you're seeing here. Now, everyone that watches these videos, I don't know how I'm going to get in touch with you because I can't obviously reach out to you if I know you've watched these videos. Like, I'm not going to know you watched the video, so I don't really have any way to reach out to you unless you follow me on Instagram or something. But if that was the case, if I was posting these on my Instagram and you're liking it, you're replying to it or like commenting, whatever, I can reach out to you. So maybe if you go and follow me on Instagram, I will most likely reach out to you and I'll be like, hey, where'd you come from? Thanks for following along. Like, did you watch anything on YouTube? Whatever. Trying to figure out like, where'd you come from? So if you come from YouTube, then I can say, oh, awesome. Like, what video did you watch? I'd love to know because I want to make more content around whatever you found more valuable because I want to try and reach more people, help more people. And you're going to say XYZ, blah, blah, blah. And then we can start the process from there. So like, again, that's the first part is creating that education, that base where people will go, cool, I trust them. I know what they're talking about. you'll get those warm leads, but then it also allows you to go to the, reach out to the cold leads. Now, paid ads is where you scale, where you're going to be able to spend things like $20 a day, $100 a day on ads. You get more inquiries, you turn those inquiries into clients. Okay, so currently right now I spend about not much, maybe like $50 to $100 a day on ads. I might get like maybe 3 to 4 people that book calls in a day, and then I'm taking from Monday to Friday about 3 to 4 calls a day, and I'm closing about one of them a day in about a $2,000 service. So I'm making on average about $2,000 a day over the course of 5 days, and I'm spending anywhere from like $50 to $100 a day on ads. So you can see, spend $50 to $100 a day, get all these calls booked, book even just one of them in, $2,000, I spent $50 to $100. That's mad, okay? But I'm too busy because Rax is like my full-time thing. I want to do this more than my other coaching program, but that's how it works. So that's how you're able to scale with paid ads. Now, that's all I do with my other like coaching business thing where I do all my digital skill stuff. That's just ads. If I don't have any cold outreach, I'm not on any platforms. So if I turn my ads off, my money stops. But if I start cold outreaching to people, they're not even going to listen to me because I don't have any content on my page. It looks like I know what I'm talking about right now. So I have to rely on ads. I don't recommend you do that. Okay, I recommend you do the other two, which is what I'm doing with Rax. I'm not going on any platforms, but I'm doing YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, creating content, building up a foundation. I'm not going to cold outreach people, but like I'm building this foundation so that when people contact me or follow me or whatever, a warm lead, I can reach out. You trust me, we can go from there. Okay, so that's the order you want to go in. Put yourselves on these put yourselves on these free platforms. Then you want to do the cold outreach, and then you want to paid ads to scale. Doing things in this order will allow you to start with $0 as a newbie and start landing clients, and then have the funds to put into ads to scale to 6 figures and beyond the fastest way possible. So if you're ready to get started after now, you know exactly everything basically. Like you pretty much know the whole system. You just kind of need the resources, the templates, like the intricate little bit parts, which is the actual shortcut and the support. If you want to get started, book your free one-on-one consultation call in with myself so I can go over exactly how it works inside of Rax, give you a little preview, walkthrough of what it's like, see if you're a good fit for Rax. If that sounds like something you want to do, go to my Instagram page at Jack Proud, click on the link, book in your free consultation call with myself. I'm going to be speaking to you as of right now. In the future, if we do have a bit of a team going on because we've grown, I will change the video. But if you're watching this right now, you will be speaking to me to see if you're a good fit. And then, yeah, we can literally get started straight away inside of Rax. Otherwise, there are another 2 videos in this series for you to watch. By all means, watch them first, then book the call. Otherwise, if you're just like, nah, I want to join, I'm still going to watch the videos, we can get to it. Go to my Instagram, book in your call, and I will talk to you on the call. Congratulations, you've made it to the final video of this little series here where we're going to walk you over the mentorship program and give you a little bit of an insight to how Rax works, what you're going to get access to, and yeah, the process all moving forward. We did have another video that we had in this series, but it wasn't really relevant, and I didn't want to, kind of just went off a little bit into something that didn't fully make sense. So yeah, we're here with the last video, which is a little walkover. Now you know what digital skills are, like a bit about me as well, where I've come from, how I got here. You know how to get into them, you know the steps, the tools that we use, how we go about getting clients, and now we're going to show you, a little bit of a preview inside of Rax. And then by all means, get in touch with us, book in your one-on-one strategy call with myself, and we can get you inside Rax to get to work straight away. So now you know what it takes, you know the path, you understand the truth behind what is the fastest and simplest way to make more income in today's world, starting an online business. Now, let me ask you something. Right now, you got 2 roads in front of you, right? One road is the same road you've always been walking. You keep trying to figure it out on your own, maybe dabbling in side hustles, the next trend of gimmick online, hoping something sticks, or maybe you just sit there mentally banging your head against a wall until you have a headache from overthinking because you have no idea what the heck you're going to do to get further ahead in your life financially, upgrade your lifestyle, and put yourself in a better, comfortable position for yourself, your future, your income, your family, your kids, whatever. And deep down, if you don't step up and do something, things are never going to change. So more waiting, more guessing, more being stuck. Now, the other road you can take, the success mode, let us teach you, support you, and be the reason that you make it. using proven systems to get results and start building a life where you are in full control of your income, your time, your future. And the good news is that Second Road has already been built for you. It's called Rax, and like I keep inviting you and telling you to join, you are invited to join. We've created an online education platform where we teach everyday people just like you how to master simple in-demand digital skills and get paid up to $1,000 a day for it. You're not going to make $1,000 a day in the first week or the first month. Okay, you can make hundreds of dollars a day. You might make thousands of dollars a week, but that's the goal that we're going to get you to. Okay, you don't need to be techie. You don't need to be creative. You don't need to be experienced in anything. You just need to follow our system. Now, who this is perfect for? Uni students who want to start making more money now. You don't want to wait for your degree, get out of school or uni and then realize, oh my God, I can't even use my degree. You have to start from the bottom at a company. You can start making more money right now. Stay-at-home mums who want to contribute without leaving the kids. Tradies or like construction workers, service-based business owners. If you're in America, I think you call them the contractors, whose bodies can't take another 10 years working on the tools. Side hustle lovers who are trying to do this and e-commerce and this and that, trying to figure out the perfect side hustle. You just want to make more in life. You want to upgrade your income. This is perfect for you. Fed up 9-to-5ers who want out of the grind, the commute, the office work, politics, whatever. Or even career-focused legends who just want to boost their value and finally get paid what they're worth. Meaning, you can use these skills to better your position in your current job or upgrade your career as well. We've already laid everything out into a beginner-friendly step-by-step process for you. Follow the same steps as Zoe, who came across one of our ads and has now built her own business from scratch and grown it to $1 million a year. Or Holly, who turned her existing knowledge and expertise into a coaching program she charges at $2,000 a client. Or Troy, who landed a job that pays him double what he used to get paid, all because of the skills he learned inside of Rax. Or my own wife, Sky, again, as evidence. It not only worked for me, I took my wife out of her 9-to-5 job and she's doing the same thing now. So it's Sky, who was working a 9-to-5 job, making only $1,000 a week, to launching her first business and now makes no less than $1,000 a day. Okay, that was the day that she quit her job at Sunshine Law Court. She was working in the courts, whatever, and then now she flies business class all around the world. The same strategies you access inside of Rax are the same ones that have allowed me to live the life I do right now. I've shown you, explained all the bits and pieces. I'm not going to go into detail, but you can see here now, before I've even built Rax, the skills that I'm teaching you inside of Rax have allowed me to be able to be and do the things I do right now. So without any further ado, book in your free one-on-one consultation with myself below. If we have the link in there, click on that. Otherwise, go to @JackProud, which will take you to my Instagram account, because I don't have enough subscribers right now to put any links in my videos. And we'll go over everything on the call. We'll see where you are right now, why you aren't able to, get to your dream lifestyle. We're going to help you figure out the dream lifestyle, figure out why you can't get it with where you're at right now in your life, give you a bit of a strategy moving forward, and then we're going to see if Rax is the right fit for you. And if it is, you can get started straight away. It's not going to cost you thousands of dollars. It's not going to, put you out or whatever. We do have an upfront option where you get all these goodies and bonuses that I actually ship out to you. And then we also have a payment plan that stretches it out as far as we can to make it easy for you. So without any further ado, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below, or you're more than welcome to contact me @JackProud. I'm here to help you. Okay, I've got my main thing that I do. I make money with my digital skills elsewhere. I'm trying to build this in the most organic, trustworthy, transparent way possible. So I'm not trying to slam down gimmicks and, the salesy, slimy tactic talks down your throat. I want to really build a trustworthy connection with you that you believe in what we can do for you. And I want to build a platform with Rax where we are actually a safe spot. We are the most reliable and safest way for absolute beginners to start making money online by learning a digital skill-based income. So if you're, interested, if you're keen, if this is yep, I've tried all the other stuff, I'm keen, I just want to get started, I want to make some money online, I want to do things properly, then, go to my Instagram, or if there's a link below here that you can click now, whatever. If there's not, go to my Instagram, click the link in my bio, or send me a DM, book in your free consultation call with myself. We'll go over your dream life, why you're not hitting it, give you a strategy, and if you're the right fit for Rax, you can join straight away. I thank you, really appreciate you for watching all these videos, and I expect to speak to you on that call. Let's go.